The psychic senses, clairvoyance, who here gets to see? As you three were saying. So seeing impressions, symbols, visions with the mind's eye. This can include the dream state. So you get it at times, and sometimes it can be like a movie is playing. Clairsentience, feelings, impressions, insight and or communication. Have you all had little bits of that before? Clairaudience, this is hearing, this is where you can perceive sounds, noises, words, communication from a past loved one and otherworldly being. Claircognizance, knowing, a knowingness is something to be true, but you're not sure how. It can be like a download, a knowledge bomb. Clairsense, smelling, this is where you gain insights through the perception of smell, sense, etc., which are perceived through smell. So, have you been here and experienced Kuan Yin and smelt jasmine? No, there's been a few people with certain beings around that they'll get a certain smell around them, and with jasmine, a lot of the time it's Kuan Yin, which is funny. I'm drinking a Dilma tea, jasmine drink. Clairgustance, this is tasting, this is where you get a taste or a sense of a taste, whether it be from an event, something a past loved one loved to eat, drink. And clairtangency, this is touching psychometry, where you can glean information and facts from holding or touching an object or someone. Has anyone done that before where they've held an object? Yeah, you've got impressions and information. A lot of psychic investigations are done through that, where law enforcement or what have you can give somebody an object of somebody that is missing, had something done to them, and they can hold that and glean information. And it's very common that even entities and energies can be attached to objects that start activity up in haunted locations. So it could be bought from an antique store and there's an energy attached to it, goes to a new home, and all of a sudden the home's haunted and getting activity, and that can be one way that it's done. But impressions are left in everything. So basically the senses are, if we look at the five sense reality, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, you can use that psychically with sight, psychically with sound, touch, taste, smell, but also the extra, which is feelings, emotions, thoughts and inner vision. These are the extra senses. And again, we can only see, as I've said a heap of times before in the presentations, we can only, well, I think now is 0.003% of the electromagnetic spectrum can we perceive. So small. It was 0.005, now it's even less. So, as we'll touching on briefly, there's even contact that can happen in the dream time. So being aware that there can be insight guidance happening in that, as well as the astral state. And we'll be going into astral travelling tomorrow. So it's coming back to what's the best tool in your spiritual toolbox, and intermittently what you'll notice is other senses will kick in throughout your life and when doing your practices. So it's something that when you connect with Source, people have visuals and near-death experiences in altered states of consciousness, but more than anything, when you merge with Source, it's more of a feeling. You can't put anything to it except it's a feeling, and that's sort of probably the biggest gift that we've got.